My heart sank last week when I heard an expert on a news programme say that we might have to wear masks and socially distance for some considerable time. But I also heard something very poignant in her words. She went on to say, I think certainly for a few years, at least until other parts of the world are as well vaccinated as we are and the numbers have come down everywhere, that is when we may be able to go very gradually back to a more normal situation. This pandemic has really brought to the fore the interconnectedness of the world we live in, or to quote the New Testament understanding, when one part of the body suffers, we all suffer. And of course, at the heart of the Christian faith is the familiar favourite text, God so loved the world that he gave his only beloved Son. In this week, in the lead up to Good Friday, we remember perhaps more than at any other time that at the core of the Christian gospel is the cross. A Saviour who's so identified with pain and suffering that he took upon himself the weight of the whole world's sin and sorrow. Christian Aid has heard that call to follow Jesus and identify with marginalised, suffering human beings from its very beginnings 75 years ago. I'm not quite as old as Christian Aid, just 7 years younger, which is probably why I can never remember a time when it was not part of my life. Now I get to sit on the board and hear at first hand the work that we do with many different partners in many different places. When I visited with Christian Aid Sierra Leone early last year, I was so impressed by the work of our partners there, working with people in some of the most remote villages and providing the support that enabled their voices to be heard so that they could bring about change in their own communities, steps, however small, towards justice and equality and moving out of poverty. And in that process, all were being treated with dignity and love. May God give us all a fresh grasp of what it means to love and also to learn from our global neighbours as we journey with Jesus to the cross this week.